I have several certifications, all of which I paid for myself for varying reasons. When I think back over my career and the choices that I made to invest in myself by getting these certifications, a question often bubbles up in my mind. But was it really worth it? My name is Jennifer Mitchell Early. I help individuals and teams achieve organizational and personal success, and this is Leadership Matters. Today I want to talk to you about the value of investing in certificates and or certifications. Let me start by saying that I'm a Longevin Learning Services Certified Instructional Designer, Developer, a Certified Development Dimensions International, DDI, Facilitator, a ProSci Certified Change Practitioner, and I have a certificate in project leadership from the Weatherhead School of Management at Case Western Reserve University. These certifications are in addition to having a master's in education and adult learning and development. As previously stated, I paid for these certifications throughout my career, which cost between $2,500 to $5,000 per program. Was it worth it? Yes. Now let me clarify that I was already in the field when I began pursuing my certifications, and my reasoning for pursuing them wasn't necessarily to enable me to be more marketable, which I definitely believe that they did make me more marketable, but because I had a genuine interest in understanding different parts of the business regarding roles that either worked in tandem or in conjunction with what I did as an instructional designer. For example, I was already an instructional designer before pursuing my instructional design certification, which required several classes and took me a couple of years to complete. The certification, while giving me credibility, also enabled me to refine and polish my skills. Thankfully, my first training department director subscribed to the Longevin Learning Services Design Cycle, and therefore that's the method that we use to design as instructional designers. As a result, continuing my education via pursuing my Longevin Learning Services Instructional Designer Developer certification was a natural progression. I started taking classes while working for that employer, took a couple more while working for another employer who utilized Longevin Learning Services for their professional development, and ultimately completed my certification after leaving that employer. Was it worth it? Definitely. I still design using the Longevin Learning Services methodology to this day. Next is my DDI Facilitator certification. Now, this certification I got when I started doing project work as a contractor. The organization that I was contracting for facilitated DDI programs, and in order to facilitate their materials, you must be certified by them to do so. DDI is headquartered in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, and I went there to attend certification training. There is a defined method for facilitating DDI programs. This 3-day seminar was challenging but extremely informative. What I love most about becoming a DDI certified facilitator is the fact that you have access to their comprehensive curriculum for individual contributors and leaders, and you can train their materials as is, or you can customize them for client needs. Here's a fun fact. The STAR, situation, task, action, result format used in many of today's interviews comes from the DDI course Targeted Selection. Was it worth it? Absolutely. I taught several DDI courses during my contracted tenure, and I have used portions of their programs for other training curriculum for clients throughout the years. Both my project management certificate and my ProSci Change Practitioner certification stem from a project that I was on for 3.5 years. I was an instructional designer on the change management team, working with a project manager and a change practitioner. In all honesty, there were times when we didn't see eye to eye on how to address training issues. I found that individuals had erroneous thoughts, opinions, and perceptions regarding what training entailed. I did a video on this very subject, how people think that presenting information and training are the same. It's not. I'll link it here for you if you haven't seen it. These differences in perspective were always resolved in the interest of the learner's employees. But I was curious and wanted to have a better understanding of what a change practitioner and project manager does. While I believe that I drive change as a learning and development consultant and manage training projects similar to a project manager, I learned that there's so much more to both of those roles. Perspective is everything. And now I understand that their perspective was directly tied to the goals of their respective roles on the project. A change practitioner manages the entire change process with a focus on communication across the board, from top to the bottom, bringing about awareness, creating desire, increasing knowledge, assessing ability, and ensuring reinforcement of new behaviors. The project manager, on the other hand, is charged with completing the project on time and within budget by following the critical path. The critical path method, or critical path analysis, is an algorithm for scheduling a set of project activities. It's commonly used in conjunction with the program evaluation and reviewing technique. Each certification and my certificate was well worth the time, effort, energy, and overall investment. I learned so much and have been able to apply all those new ideas, techniques, and perspectives to the work that I do to the benefit of my clients. As you consider whether or not to pursue certifications or certificates to broaden your horizons in training as a learning and development professional, or as an avenue to break into training and development, consider what your goals are in obtaining those certifications. With clear expectations and intentions, obtaining certifications can assist you in achieving realistic career goals. While there's no substitute for experience, certifications are a great opportunity for practical application. Thanks for watching. If you found this video valuable, please give it a thumbs up by hitting the like button. And don't forget to subscribe and click the notification bell so that you'll be notified every time I upload new content. See you in my next video.